Yeah, my name's Martin Pell. I'm from Bradford. All my family are now passed away. Now I'm 65 years of age today. I've been homeless since about 10 years in total. I've been homeless. My girlfriend at the time, she was a heavy drinker. She went smoking the drug, spice. I gave her the ultimatum. She put the drink and drugs first. I went to the council, explained everything to them. Because it was her flat, I've made myself voluntary homeless, i.e. by walking out on my ex-partner. Now, I only get by from donations off the community, whether it's food, clothing or change. The police know me, where I sleep. They come and check on me every night, make sure nobody's bothering me. I don't drink or take drugs. Basically, there's quite a few homeless people in Bradford, but I know quite a few what are homeless and they're just doing it to fund their addiction, i.e. whether it's drink or drugs, and just saving up to go into private accommodation. Now, I don't get benefits. The reason behind this, because I was doing the Big Issue, selling the Big Issue magazine, I didn't declare to the job centre my income, so they shut my claim. That was in November of last year. Now, I've got my solicitors dealing with that. There is quite a few hostels available, but at this time of year, being winter and that, they're all full up, i.e. the in churches, Bradford in churches, Cyrenians, Bradford Cyrenians, Salvation Army, they're all full, as I say, at this time of year. I just tend to keep myself to myself. I don't drink, as I say, I don't take drugs. Basically that's it,
Yeah, and how has kind of homelessness impacted your psychological and mental health in terms of?
Well, basically, I'm 65. Today I suffer from sciatica on my walking abilities, but as soon as I get benefit reinstated, even my care worker has said that, I'll qualify or I fit the criteria for PIP, the mobility scheme and that. But at this minute in time, I only have donations from the community, the Bradford community.
What strategies and coping mechanisms do you use, have you developed to kind of survive and navigate through the streets of Bradford?
Do you mean cooking-wise?
Anything, just anything?
Well, cooking-wise, I don't have any accommodation, so, anything tin-wise, it's got to have a clip to open it, washing facilities, I just go to City Square in Bradford Town Centre, just across the road there. I just get a quick wash, shave. I go to the Salvation Army when I need to get changed or get a shower, things like that.
And are there any other resources that have helped you to get by?
There has been NA meetings. I have took drugs for nearly 2 years now, Class A drugs. And it's only through my carer getting me into NA meetings that I go, I should be going every night, but at least twice a week I go, to NA meetings. I've done shares in them meetings. I've been to conventions with the meetings and the church and that. I just tend to keep myself to myself to be, put my mind at ease and keep safe that way,
Have you ever been to prison?
No,
you've never been to prison.
No,
Okay.
I've never been prison-wise, I don't intend that. Somebody of my age, 65, don't get me wrong, I've been nicked, arrested, and the reason for that, for begging, what I'm doing now, and it is a nickable charge, vagrancy, So I've been in court and I've been fined on 3 occasions, you know. Lucky enough, my solicitor paid them off himself for them, like, you know, because they did say to the magistrates at the time, well, you fined my client and you're sending him back out to pay for his fines. So, you know, we're at the same position where we were when he landed in court, like, you know, for begging.
Have you ever encountered any acts of kindness and support, and any ones that really stand out? So people that
I have, to a degree. I mean, they've all been kind enough, you know, whether it's the Bradfordians or the Asian community, you know, I just say whether when I get donations, it's either food, change, you know, don't get me wrong, I've had notes even given to me, like, you know, and I just put it away, you know, for a safe day, like, you know, for when I do get eventually accommodation myself, like, you know.
So what are your hopes and dreams for the future then? Have you just got any kind of aspirations?
I mean, all my family now have all passed away now, like, you know, I mean, I've got grandkids. I go up at least once a year, you know, to see them, like, you know, taking my card up. If I've got finances, you know, I'll put something inside the card, like, but, you know, she is aware, my ex-partner, not this ex-partner who's got my kiddies, like, you know, but going back some years who's got my children, like, you know, she is aware at this minute in time that I am having to do what I'm doing, especially of my age, like, you know, and it's only to get by and to survive, like, you know. There has been a few homeless people, you know, assaulted in the middle of the morning, you know, middle at night and that, like, you know, but lucky enough, you know, it hasn't come to that, like, you know, as I say, I keep myself to myself and I always go where there's a camera, you know, overlooking me, or if anything did happen to that degree, you know, they've got the evidence to verify all that. But there is, in Bradford, there is a big population that homeless, whether it is on a genuine scale, or they're just doing it to fund their addictions, like, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean about that, yeah. What message would you like to share with others about homelessness? What message would you give to people now?
I mean, there is help out there, like, you know, and it's just a matter of finding it and, you know, going out, look for yourself, like, you know, it won't come to the person seeking the help. You know, you've got to be prepared and have the self-will, you know, to do that, like, you know. I mean, there's libraries, there's that many hostels available, like, you know. Not only that, they say Bradford is the main city, you know, in England, should I say. You'll never go hungry in Bradford, like, you know, there's the food banks and there's that many food kitchens available, you know, at least 1 or 2 soup kitchens every night of the week, like, you know.
Any kind of message to, like, youngsters growing up about any advice?
Well, I mean, don't end up the way that I've ended up, like, you know, I mean, I brought this on myself, like, you know, I could stay there, you know, but nothing would have changed, you know. She was an heavy drinker and drug user, and she put the drink and drugs first, so that was the only choice for me to walk out, you know, and go my own way, like, you know.
Right, then what we're going to do now then is we'll just wrap it up. Thank you for talking on camera, we really do appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime, everything I've spoke on camera is the truth, like, you know. You know, and like I say, you know, there is help out there for the homeless community, like, you know. It's just a matter of going and looking for it. You know.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.